King Arthur's Knights, Chapter 11, Part 3. Then, while the others hammered and yelled outside the door, Sir Launcelot swiftly took off the armor of the dead knight, and with the help of the queen and her waiting women, was armed in it. Again, the knights outside had begun to dash at the door to beat it down. Sir Launcelot, when he was armed, strode to it and cried out, "Let be your noise and go away, for ye shall not prison me this night. And I promise ye, by my knighthood, that I will appear tomorrow before the king, and then such of ye as dare may accuse me of treason, and I will then prove that I am a true man and no traitor." "Fie on thee, false traitor," cried Sir Agravaine and Sir Mordred, "but we will have thee this night and slay thee." "Then, sirs," replied Sir Launcelot, "if ye will not take my counsel, look well to yourselves." With that, Sir Launcelot threw the door open suddenly, and while the others struggled and tripped over the bench between them, he had run two of them through. Then in that narrow antechamber there was as fierce a fight as ever brave knight might wish to see. Sir Mordred from behind urged on the others with evil words, telling them to slay Sir Launcelot, while he launched at that knight all manner of foul names. Fiercely did Sir Launcelot fight, for he was full of rage, and as in the narrow place in which he stood, no more than two could come at him at once, he could not be overwhelmed by their numbers. There were 10 of them, and so full of force were his blows and so skillful his thrusts, that in a little while 7 lay slain, 2 were badly wounded, and the last, who was Sir Mordred, barely escaped with his life, and bore a deep wound with him. Sir Launcelot, sorely wounded, returned to the queen and said, "Madam, I know not what is this treason with which they charge me, but I doubt not it will go ill with me, for I have killed many of the kin of the king and of Sir Gawain this night, and I misdoubt me that the king himself will be my foe also. Nevertheless, I will save you, if it is in my power, from the danger that threatens you." "Go ye, Sir Launcelot," the queen besought him, "ere the men at arms come, which are so many ye may never hope to escape them. I dread me sorely that much ill will come of this, and of the evil plots which our enemies weave about us." Then kneeling, Sir Launcelot kissed the queen's hand and went from the prison, and the people who had assembled outside at the noise of the fighting wondered to see only one knight issue forth, his armor dented and broken, and dabbled here and there with the blood of his wounds. Sir Launcelot took his way to the lodging of Sir Bors, who showed his great gladness to see him again. And when he had been unarmed and his wounds staunched and bound, Sir Launcelot told him what had befallen him. "And now I beseech you," said Sir Launcelot, "be of good heart in whatever great need we stand, for now I fear war must come of it all. But what is the treason they would charge me with, I know not. Yet I dread it meaneth much evil plotting against me and the peace of this fair kingdom." "Sir," said Sir Bors, "your enemies and those that envy your great fame have spread many evil reports about you. They say that you plot to slay the king and to take Queen Guinevere to wife, to reign over this kingdom with you." With that, Sir Launcelot was so astounded that for some moments he could not speak. Then he said, "By my confession unto heaven, this is as foul a plot against me as ever fiend could fashion, and it shows how far they will go to pull me down and dishonor me. And doth the king know of these evil rumors?" "I know not," replied Sir Bors, "but I doubt not that Sir Mordred will not rest his horse till he hath found the king and poisoned his mind against thee." "Had I known of this," said Sir Launcelot, "I would have brought the queen away with me and put her in a safe place. For now I know that her enemies and mine will not rest until she and I be slain." But Sir Bors counselled him not to attempt to rescue then, for day was breaking, the town was awake, and the court would be full of the armed retainers of the slain knights. Then, while Sir Launcelot rested himself, Sir Bors went out to the lodgings of such of his kinsmen as might not be gone with the king, and he found that now all had returned to London with the king, that Sir Mordred had met them on their way, and had told King Arthur of the fight, and had, moreover, charged Sir Launcelot and the queen with conspiring together to gain the crown. Sad indeed was Sir Bors to hear this, but going about the town, he got together the kinsmen of Sir Launcelot and such of his friends as would cast in their lot with him in so weighty and terrible a thing as civil war. By 7 of the clock he had got together good and valiant knights to the number of 80, all horsed and armed. Then he told them to betake themselves to a privy place in a wood beyond the city walls to the north, and there, in a little while, came Sir Launcelot with Sir Bors, and held counsel with them. He told them all that had befallen him in the fight with the 12 knights, and they in their turn related how Sir Mordred had met them and had told his evil tales against the queen and Sir Launcelot, and how for long the king was too wroth and too sad to listen. But afterwards, when Sir Mordred told how Sir Pinel, who had spoken of these things, had been poisoned at the feast given by the queen, King Arthur had wept, and then was very stern and quiet, and said no word more. Now, my lords, said Sir Launcelot, when they had done speaking, ye know well how evil are these plots, how baseless are these foul rumors against me. But now they have been launched against me, and I have slain men on account of them. I fear we shall be hard put to it to get peace again. Those men were set on to betray me, and I doubt not mine enemies will have the queen burnt to revenge themselves upon her and upon me. Therefore, fair lords, what counsel do ye give? Sir, said Sir Bors, when they had spoken together a little, we think there is but one thing to be done first, that ye knightly rescue the queen, if your enemies force the king to put her to the stake. For if she be burnt, then it would be to your shame, seeing that you vowed yourself her true knight when she came a young fair bride to our king 20 years agone. And in whatsoever way ye would rescue her, ye may count upon us to our last breath. With a great shout, all the other knights raised their right hands in the air and cried, Yea, yea! Then, by the advice of Sir Launcelot, they kept hidden in the little wood, while one went into the city to learn what was being done, and in what manner the queen was to be treated. Meanwhile, in the hall of the palace of King Arthur, men sat or stood with anxious looks, glancing in silence at the king as he walked up and down apart with a stern look on his face. Then Sir Mador strode forward and said, Lord, I do require you to perform your promise to me, to wit, that the queen be brought to the stake, unless one be found to do combat on her behalf. What I have promised I will fulfill, said the king, and men sorrowed to see how heavy of anguish were his looks and full of sorrow his words. Lord King, said Sir Mordred, we have shamefully suffered much wrong at the hands of Sir Launcelot. I appeal to thee that he be seized, so that the kin of those whom he slew this last night may have vengeance upon him. Then came Sir Gawain forward quickly, and his face was dark with anger and his words hot. Lord, he cried, listen not to such tales, for I doubt not it was only by evil plots that Sir Launcelot was forced to slay those whom he slew, for I trust not Sir Mordred. So God us help, said Sir Gareth and Sir Garhers. We too will not be known to be of the same mind as our brother Sir Mordred. Then will I do as I deemed it best, to gain what I deem right, replied Sir Mordred. I believe that thou wilt do it in thine own hidden ways, said Sir Gawain, and looked fiercely at his brother. For in all unhappiness and evil thou art to be found, if men but seek in the darkest place and look for the most secret foe. I appeal to you, Lord, said Sir Mordred to the king, to proclaim Sir Launcelot a false traitor to you and to your realm. And I, said Sir Gawain, will bid ye remember, Lord King, that if ye will make war between us and Sir Launcelot, there will be many kings and great lords hold with him. And I would ask you, how many times has Sir Launcelot done noble deeds on your behalf and proved himself the best knight of us all? Did he not rescue 20 of us from the dungeons of Sir Turquin? Hath he not avenged shame upon the king and the queen and the fame of the Round Table many times? Methinketh, my uncle, that such kind deeds should be well remembered. Think ye, said the king, that I am not loath to begin so evil and terrible a thing as civil war? Man, it rendeth my heart to think it, and I tell thee, Sir Mordred, I will not begin it, except I have proofs of what ye charge upon Sir Launcelot. And as he is the best knight of ye all, and the most valiant, I will not judge him before I hear him. If I know him well, he will come hither and challenge the knight to combat that doth bring these charges against him, and in that will I trust, for God shall surely defend the right. Therefore, let a messenger be sent to Sir Launcelot, requiring him by his knighthood to appear before me here, and make answer to the charges thou hast against him. This was not as Sir Mordred desired, for he did not doubt that if Sir Launcelot came, he would have little trouble to persuade the king that he was innocent. When the messenger was gone, therefore, Sir Mordred sent a servant after him, who slew him in a wood and hid his body under a bush. Meanwhile, Sir Mordred counseled Sir Mador to repeat his demand that the king should cause the queen to be led to the stake, since no knight had come forward and offered to fight for her. For a time, the king put him off, hoping that as soon as Sir Launcelot received his commands, he would come instantly. Very anxiously did the king look to the door, hoping to see the tall form of his best knight come towering through the hall. Instead thereof came the crafty servant of Sir Mordred, throwing himself at the feet of the king. "Gracious lord," cried he, panting as if from swift running, "I have even now come from the place where Sir Launcelot and his friends are hiding. I am one of their servants, but I hate their treason against ye, and therefore I am come to tell you of this greatest treason of all. They have slain your messenger, my lord, him that came requiring Sir Launcelot to appear before thee. Sir Launcelot ran upon him when he gave his message and slew him, saying, 'Thus do I answer the saucy words of him who shall not much longer be king.'" The king looked at the face of the messenger long and sadly. The pain which the king suffered would have softened any ordinary heart. But the murderer was a hard and callous wretch, and his brazen eyes outlooked the king. "Then is Sir Launcelot changed indeed," said the king, and walked away with bowed head and moist eyes. Sir Mador pushed forward again, repeating his demand. "Have it as ye will," said the king heavily, and went quickly into his private chamber. "Alas," said Sir Gawain and Sir Gareth, "now is the whole realm falling to ruin, and the noble fellowship of the Round Table shall be scattered in civil war." And we'll pause here, and we'll continue with this story in the next video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. As Tigger says, ta-ta for now.